Hey, what's going on tonight, people? Hope you're doing okay. Wanted to throw out a video today, just sort of rehashing some things I've done in the past and kind of maybe updating them a little bit with regard to what's going on and what a lot of us thinks are thinking that may happen in the near future. Um, of course, I'm sure everybody has seen or heard about the new mutation of COVID in the UK or Europe as a whole, but mainly the UK is where it seems to be focused on right now. And they're under lockdown again and will be through Christmas and possibly New Year's. Um, to, you know, top that off with an incoming food shortage with regard to their Brexit that they voted for and have implemented, or at least are about to fully implement. And then, I have no doubt that a lot of this pain that they're fixing to endure in the UK is probably European retribution, to say the least, for them pulling out of the European Union. But, such as it is, at least, they've still got us to do trading with. So I guess that's good for them. And I think a lot more, most of the Icelandic countries will also, work things out with them. But yeah, they're apparently in a bad way right now, if you believe everything you hear and read. But yeah, this mutation is an interesting thing, and again, who knows what's real and what's not? But that's what they're reporting. So take that for what it's worth. But in lieu of that, I just wanted to um, kind of go back to what a lot of us have been talking about for the past year or more, and that is just the simple topic of expecting the worst. And you know, I'm all about being positive and maintaining a positive vibe and this and that, but as many people have predicted this thing going south as that have, it continues to go south. So, you might want to consider, adopting the approach of things are just going to get worse until, maybe you're proven wrong, but at least you're prepared for the worst. And so, in with reference to that, um, you know, I'm going to just go through some things that I employ in my life, and I like to encourage others to do. So I'm just going to go through them here. So the idea is to just prepare, prepare, prepare. I mean, a lot of people are coming into this thing on the ass end, and they're way ill prepared, if prepared at all. And by prepared, I mean they may have a couple of cases of ramen noodles in their pantry, and they think that's prepared, and it's not even close. But anyway, preparedness means different things to different people. So if you're coming to the game late, this is sort of what I'm bringing in to the video tonight. Is just people that haven't really gotten it till now, and maybe they're understanding, oh crap, I should have been doing this for over a year now. But better late than never, I guess. But it may be too little, too late. But nevertheless, here we go. So there's the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay. If you're just starting out, I use when I first started out, I used an acronym called BPP. So Bravo, Papa, Papa. BPP, which stands for budget, plan, and purchase. So BPP, budget, plan, and purpose. So budget, what's your budget? Do you have a budget? If it's $10 a week, it's $10 a week, but at least you got a budget. So in order to be part of this lifestyle, you sort of have to budget, and at least starting out, you need a budget, and then make a list, plan, and then go out and purchase your plan off of your budget. And part of the thing, again, going through planning and budgeting and purchasing is, what are your capabilities? realistically, what do you have left over at the end of the month? Do you have $100? Do you have $10? Do you have $1,000? Those all, go into consideration with what you can and can't do. You don't have to be rich to prep. You just have to be smart. Okay. So, with regards to food and water, water is self-explanatory. When it comes to food, obviously you want to get the long shelf life items: your rices, your dried beans, your pastas, different legumes, and lentils and things like that. There's all kinds of stuff that doesn't take up much room, and you can get a Rubbermaid bin or a plastic bin of some sort, or a bucket, and you can store a lot of food in a 5-gallon bucket. Okay. So start there. Start with something small that you can manage. Okay. Don't just go crazy. Make a list. Make a list. Do your research. Go to other sites. See what people say. The best way to do this is to educate yourself and get good information. That's relevant. So on top of your long shelf life items, your beans, your rice, your legumes, your pastas, you want to focus on sauces or packets to make sauce with water. You want spices. You want to focus on canned meats that have a pretty decent shelf life, or and veggies. So canned meats and veggies are huge. Survival bars are another thing too. I would always, like take Walmart for instance. They have these little survival bars. I think they're 2,400 calories. They're just basically a shrink wrapped or a dehydrated little fiber bar. That's an energy bar just to get you through something. Something you throw in a backpack. Basically a survival staple just to get you through an event. I think they're 2,400 calories each, and they take up about the size of a small little paperback book. Throw that in a backpack, throw one in the glove box. You've always got something around to get you from point A to point B, if that's something that you run into. Again, it doesn't take up much room. Good to have around. I think they're like $4.97 at Walmart each. They're in the camping section. There's other ones out there too, but you're not really buying it for taste. You're buying it for the calories, the calorie intake. And also the water storage and the water sanitizing. Buy yourself a Life Straw, buy yourself a vial of bleach with a little eyedropper. And I believe it's what I use is 8 drops per gallon to sanitize water. And that's typically what most people do, I believe. Then you go to your meds and your first aid. Okay, so you want to refill any prescriptions that you need, like now, like yesterday. If you have refills that you're eligible to get, go ahead and get them ordered tonight, tomorrow, before the holiday, and get them in the mail. That way they are going to be to you before the inauguration. So on top of your prescription meds, get your pain relievers, your Tylenols, your NSAIDs, your pain reliever, fever reducers, whatever it is that you need to take, Motrin. Excuse me. Along with that, don't forget things for like dental pain, Orajel, or any type of other dental items that might help you get through a dental excuse me, a dental injury of some sort. Dental pain and dental disease is some of the worst that you can have. That's the gateway to your body, and they always say if you can keep your mouth relatively clean and sanitized, your body is going to be the same most likely. So with that, make sure you get some mouth rinse, preferably some antiseptic, Listerine type products, so you can make sure that your mouth is sanitized, especially if you have a wound or something in your mouth, or a tooth that had to be pulled. And that's a really easy way to get an infection if you're not careful. If you got antibiotics, of course, throw those in that kit as well. Big time there. Of course, your cold and flu meds, over-the-counter meds are big time. And then any vitamin supplements that you might need. Vitamin C is probably the biggest. Vitamin D for maybe older folks. But, again, simple, simple, simple. You don't have to go crazy here, all right? And then the last thing that you typically, it's not really last, but it's in the hierarchy of things, guns typically aren't on the top of the list for most people in a survival situation, but they are on the list. Usually they're just not at the top for most people. But I wanted to throw the last portion about this topic in here now, and that is the bang sticks, freedom seeds, freedom seed dispensers. If you don't own a bang stick of any kind, keep it simple. You don't need anything special if you don't have anything, okay? And I would focus on the scatter type bang sticks, if you will, because you don't need a license to go out and get something like that. You just need to have a driver's license and be able to pass the background check, and you can go to typically any outdoor shop and get that done in an hour or two at the most, and be on your way. And then of course the freedom seeds for those scatter sticks are plentiful right now. So again, you don't have to go crazy, but at least you'll have something. Okay. And then train and practice with that thing. Go out and get with somebody that's proficient in that area and that goes quite often, and maybe a veteran, or maybe a police officer, somebody that's familiar with the handling and safe operation of these items. And then you want to be proficient at using it. You want to be proficient at loading, unloading, of course, utilization of it downrange. But, get the information you need to be proficient. Get the training that you need to be proficient. You can't just go buy one of these things and then you're safe all of a sudden if you don't know how to safely and efficiently operate said item. So watch videos. There's a lot of information at your fingertips today. Watch videos, gain knowledge. If you don't know, ask. Plenty of people here that'll help you with any type of questions that you might have. And I'm one of them, of course, So just, if it's something that you need an answer to or want to discuss, leave a comment. I'll do the best I can for you. If not, I can sure point you in a different direction. But there's plenty of information at your fingertips, and I would definitely, be seeking those things out if you're not already familiar. And again, time is of the essence. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you know and see what's going on. That you can see, see trouble brewing, and I think we're about to be in the thick of it here. So I hope this video has helped some of you. I know it's nothing earth-shattering, but I wanted to kind of go back to basics with this one, just because so many people I think are ill-prepared. But anyway, I wish everybody a great holiday. Please like, share, and subscribe. Keep prepping. Stack it deep. Long live the Republic.